Hey fam, welcome to Choppy Waters, your go-to for crazy and unbelievable travel stories. Each episode, we're diving into real-time discussions and sharing those you-had-to-be-there moments. So buckle up. Choppy Waters isn't just a name, it's a promise. This is Choppy Waters, with your host, Siobhan and Brandon.
Welcome back, fam. We have another story for you today, and it comes from our dear friends, Virgin Voyages. Now, y'all know I'm a Virgin girly. I love me some Virgin, okay? And they stirred up the social media streets this weekend a little bit.
Seems like it's going around here lately.
And what, may you ask, did they say? Well, Virgin put out a thread and a Facebook post saying, listen, if you're going to cruise with us, we don't care what the situation may be, you have to have a passport. And you know people were revolting about that?
Really? Can you show me some examples of people revolting about that?
Yes, absolutely. There's one there, there's one there, and there's one there. Now, the most egregious one was somebody saying, well, your website said that we could cruise with a birth certificate. And you know what they said in return? So?
Said what I said.
I said what I said. So let's get into it.
Let's dive a little bit deeper into it. Yes.
So basically, we look at these cruise lines, and all these cruise lines have different policies and procedures. We know this. We've discussed this. But the thing that comes into mind the most, especially for people who are cruising without a passport, is that, hey, I am allowed to cruise with a birth certificate and a state-issued ID. We understand that is a normal for cruising, and that on the majority of the cruise lines, we can do that. Virgin, from the time that I can absolutely remember, the very beginning, because we did the inaugural for the Scarlet Lady, you had to have a passport. Now, the thing that's kind of throwing everybody off is, even me, it threw me off too, is if you go to the website, it actually says that you can cruise with the birth certificate.
You see that right here.
Absolutely. So the thing that people are upset about is because they're saying Virgin is saying one thing and your website is saying another thing. How do we make the two match? Well, this is what Virgin is saying. We say that you can cruise with a birth certificate, and that is absolutely okay. But it is by special circumstances only.
And what might those special circumstances be?
They say, hey, we understand that you may book a cruise last minute. We understand that travels happen at the blink of an eye. You call us, you tell us the situation, we'll have a conversation with you about it, and then we'll give you special permission to cruise with that birth certificate. But you got to get your passport the next time you sail.
This reminds me of my good friend, Spider-Man, which he says, everybody gets one.
Just one. And, you know, I understand it because Virgin does do a lot of sailings that are there are international sailings, and they just want to make sure that everybody is protected. And that is their means of not only protecting you, but protecting themselves. Because anything can happen when you're on a cruise. If you're sick or if you're late back to the port and you miss the ship, you want to be able to meet the ship in the next port, or you want to be able to get back home without any issue. Mm-hmm. You can't do that with the birth certificate. You have to go through special means to get back home. And sometimes it can take a lot of time and a lot of money to make that happen. So Virgin is not only trying to protect themselves, but they're also trying to protect you.
So should they update their website to be more specific rather than like, it says this, you just take our word for it that it says this. Should they update their website to be like more concrete?
Yeah. So I think the reason why the wording is there is not only to protect themselves, but this is also maritime law. So if you're on a closed loop sailing, you can sail with a birth certificate and a state issued ID.
And here's what closed loop sailings mean right here.
So, yes, you are able to sail with a birth certificate on a closed loop sailing. So, yes, closed loop mean that you start and end in the same place. That does not mean you can start in Miami and end in Istanbul, or you can't start in Miami and in San Juan or Barcelona. You have to start and end in your same exact place. The other thing that the website says is that is also up to the individual cruise lines on how they enforce this rule. So yes, If you go to the U.S. Border Patrol site, it does say this, but it also says that it's up to the individual cruise line. I'm not against Virgin saying this because I would 100%. Listen, we have sailed with passport cards and our passport. We were taking a chance just sailing with a passport card because if something happens, you can only get from one destination to the other by sea. You cannot fly with a passport card. So if something does happen, we're kind of stuck.
SOL. And as always, you got a CYA.
You and your acronyms. So what do you do in this case? What do you suggest people do, Brent?
Plain and simple, just cut and paste. Just get a passport.
Hey, and we're not birth certificate shaming here.
And we're not passport.
And we're not passport shaming. We're just saying protect yourself, CYA.
Yeah. Anything to not give people a reason.
Don't ever give people a reason.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to cap this topic here today, but you guys go ahead and drop in the comments. Do you think Virgin is being fair? Do you think they should update their website? And do you think they should allow you to sail all the time with the birth certificate? What do you think?
Let us know in the comments below. I can't wait to find out what people think. This has been a touchy subject for a couple of years now, so I can't wait to find out what people think.
All right. So until the next time, fam, Parker's out.